Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. We are on the wrong screen. I don't know why it defaults to showing you the results, but we're at 218 in the rack. And maybe we should start that way. It's fine. 218 in the rack. Let's do it. Let's go and do our YOLO this morning. We have 218. What are we gonna do? I think for sure we need to get to 204. Make sure everything's paying us 50 bucks, right? So let's do that first. Let's go out here and make sure that we are at least 35 there. Let's get some reds on those. And I think the thing I have to get better at for sure is being ready, more ready when I come in to get my bets kind of set up ahead of time. So let's go. We're gonna go 45 here. We'll go 48 bucks each on the 6 and 8, 42 rather. 42. There's our 204, and we have another what? We have another 12 bucks. Another 14 bucks left over. So with the 14 bucks that are left over from that, let's get the 6 and 8 up a little higher. Make them look like 48 each. And we'll put 2 bucks down here on any craps just for the hell of it. That, if we roll a craps number, we're not going to worry about it, but there it is. We're at 204 plus 12 plus 2. That's our 218 right there. And let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get a number not named, you know what, and take 50 bucks off this damn table. Here we go. Dice are out for the YOLO. It is a 6, a 5, 1 mixer. Thank you, Mr. DI, because DIs make the difference, right? 56 bucks, 55, 56 bucks on that win. And look at us go. Look at us go. We're about to be able to go, maybe not tomorrow, but the next day, 320 across. Right, keep on moving this bad boy out. There it is. There's our win. A number 6 for 56 bucks. I'll take all this back. We'll go ahead and log that into the computer here in just a second and see our progress. I'm loving this. The YOLO is so far this time around a little better to us, right? A little bit better. So there she is. There's our bankroll growing up. There's some chip porn for you, folks. For the people who know I hate that stuff. There is the chip porn. Let's go ahead and go to the totals. Let's do it today. We did. I got to take that 2 bucks off there. So we did. Let's get my page up here. I'm on the wrong page. Leave that site. Oh shit, what'd I do? Hold on a second. I'm on the wrong. I didn't open my browser up. So give me a second to get that thing up. Daily paycheck. Let's see. Let's do the YOLO page. All right. Today, 5/23/23. We were out there for 218, right? We did. We rolled a 6. We won 54 because we lost the 2 bucks that were down there on the any craps, and that looks like a total of 272 for tomorrow. So yeah, doing okay there. Loving it. Let's go here and say good morning to all my friends. How you doing? Good morning, everybody, except for Victor, who's been kind of a sourpuss today. I'm not sure what's going on, man. Why are you so sour? Why are you so negative? Having a good time out there, right? I think that the DI don't. I'm going to talk about it because it's going to piss you off. I'm just going to talk about it for the next half hour just to piss off Victor. The DI don't. I like this one. And I know you don't like it. I don't really care. You can make this thing into whatever you want to, right? Here's the deal with it, okay? If you can beat the come out, and again, a good DI could either target or beat the come out. If you can throw the dice and beat the come out 7, which I can, right? Today's a good example. I only threw 1 come out 7 today. We had 12 shooters, right? We had 12 points established, 1 come out 7 out of 12. That's less. That's half what I should be throwing. That's why the strategy, now where I got burned was the freaking 11s. The 11s burned me today, right? That's the point of this thing. If I can beat that 7, and I beat the 7 today, 12, 13, 14 out of 15 times I beat the 7, okay? On the come outs. Because I set a certain way to do that. That's the whole point, right? And then you grind. Ken's got it right. It's a grinding strategy. If you're gonna try and make a paycheck, you're gonna grind. You're trying to make 500 bucks, 10%, you're grinding most of the time. You're not just gonna lay your whole paycheck out there and pray to God that somebody rolls 5 box numbers. That's a stupid way to play for a paycheck, right? That's a good way to play for a home run, any way to play for a paycheck. Now you might say to me, You just said that, but you put 500 bucks out there in the don'ts. I know. But you saw what happened today. We got beat for 500, then for 650, then for 800. Almost in succession. It was like 3 rolls out of like 5. Right? Down to 3K. What do we do? Banged out 11 in a row after that. Right? Because I know what I throw and it works. It's a grind. It got us all the way back. It did what it was supposed to do. It did what it was supposed to do. You don't have to like it, but I'll tell you what, on that one where I was on the 10, and I said to you yesterday, when you're on the 4 and 10, you're guaranteed a couple $100. You might as well invest $100 on the right side. Little come ladder, right? Couple of come bets with odds. Those things paid for us today too. If I had done it earlier when I was talking about it, we missed out on probably 9 rolls in there, right? You can get some right side play and use your DI skills to get you some come bet repeaters along the way. But in the meantime, you are guaranteeing yourself money if you can beat that damn 7. Beat that 7. And I did it today. I crushed it today. I'm so happy with the result today because even though those 2 11s beat me for $1,500, we did it. We came all the way back. This thing proved itself good. Now, can it recover better? Yeah. Right? It took me, 8 wins to recover? Fine. We'll find a better way to recover. I think there's other things we can do. In my win craps trials, and I can, if you want me to do it, I can switch over to it. Let's see. What are you talking about, Darksider? Know the program? Yeah, I know. And I can show it to you. I will go over to win craps today. If you want me to, I can switch over right now and show you how this thing performs. And matter of fact, give me a second here to do it. RDP, because it's going to piss Victor off. Let's just make Victor mad. And go to it. I'm going to start this. Give me a second here to get going. It'll take me just a minute to get it's a side computer that I've got, so it's going to log in. There we go. Well, Victor, I don't care. I mean, again, it's a funny name for a strategy, number one, right? We named it that because it's kind of a cute name. And again, DIs, most DIs are fucking degenerates, and you know that. Most DIs are degenerates. They're going to go out there and think they can score big, and they're going to burn their money, and they'll be even because they're going to win 10K and lose 10K, right? This is a DI that's targeting his money at very certain things, and I think it's okay. So there it is. Sure I am. I have got proof of how good I throw the dice, and you know it. You've seen my proof, right? My combinations are percentage points above where they should be in most things, right? I'm fine with where I am, and again, I'm not mad at you. I'm just giving you a bunch of shit. Here we go. Win craps. Let me get my glasses on, and I'll get this going. I have the DI don't over here, $10,000 bankroll. I got the DI DC don't over here, and the only difference is that. Let me actually show you how these things work out. Let me start a new game here. New game. I got them both at $10,000. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see the table. It's going to make it harder for me, but better for you. Let's do that. There we go. You can see the bets a little bit better there, I think. I'm going to slide it over some. Okay, so this guy here, the DI don't, $500 in the don't. The DC guy is not doing anything. I'm going to roll a couple dice. You can watch the pattern here, right? We roll the dice. We get an 8. He goes to the 8. Where's my mouse? Mouse went away. He goes to the 8 for 450. This guy goes to the DC. Next number comes. It's a 7. The DC guy loses. The other guy wins. Okay? So watch what happens here. We're going to go out again. It's a 6. Now he's out here, the DC guy. He has to ladder up, right? He's out there at 650. The other guy is still at base. He's up $50. He's down 500. And we're fighting from behind. He gets a 9 as a point. This guy here is fighting the 8 as a point. So see how they're all like these weird different rhythms. And we'll just roll it out till the conclusion. Then I'll run it on autopilot. So now what happens is this. The point gets hit. He's back to $500. He's up $75. This guy over here, what I decided to do on the DC guy is he's got 450 or 650 up here, and he's got, 520 down here. He's going to ride this out hedged off. I've tried this, turning this bet off and letting the 7 just work the come out. I think I've done that both ways with him. And let me take a look at what I have in here now. The DI DC don't. Let me see what he does now. I might have it still be running that way. Yeah, right now his place bets are off. He's going to work the come out on the don't pass, but not the place bets to see if that helps out. Let's do it against my rolls. Let's go ahead and go. We'll do action roll files. We'll do John's rolls. We're going to play them. We're going to go game new. Start over again. No, I'm not saving the game. Let's run this out. And this is interesting. Watch what happens when I go against like random and stuff. Let's go statistics, bankroll. We'll run this against my 5,000 rolls. We'll just do that one. And a couple of interesting things happen here, which you'll see. Give it a second. Little slow because I got a bunch of other things running over here. So, Victor, you're killing me over here. DI does not always mean you're going for the home run. I think people, you can target your dice wherever you want to, right? Greg's asked me this, right? If I'm such a good DI, why don't I play the dark side? I am, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm electing to try and see if I can't control the dice well enough to get me out of or into what I want to get into. And I'll take a $100 guarantee every day. Here we go. All right, we're stopped on the playback. Here's the numbers. The DIDC guy lost $34,000. I won $5,000 on what I just showed you in the garage against my rolls. And I think that's because this thing rolls through all the time. It never stops. Once a DC bet resolves, it goes back out again. We don't do one DC bet per shooter. We just keep rolling DC bets out there with the same thing. So it fights the 7 more often. If you look at the statistics here, if I go to check stacks, statistics, the check stacks, this will show you the win rate. So the DIDC don't. Here he wins 85% of the time. We had 28 decisions. We lost 5 of them. So 5 times he lost 10K, 28 times he won the $500. That's the problem, right? The 85% win rate's not enough. The other guy, again, it's 55 results. The guy playing the don't pass, just the don't pass alone, double the amount of results, which is interesting. And he wins 96% of the time, 97% of the time against my roll. This is me being a DI, my practice rolls, my 5,000 rolls. Look at the win rate, 97% of the time. That's because of my come out threes. That's because I'm avoiding the 7 by 2%. There is the eye opener. When I ran this, that's an eye opener. And I can't look at this and go, there's nothing to that. Right? You can't look at that and say there's nothing to it. If I turn this off, let's go and turn this off. Let's go game new. I do not want to save the results, but what I'm going to do is not do the dice rolls. I'm going to do action dice roll file. I'm going to turn the dice roll files off and run random for 10,000 rolls. We'll do 10,000 random rolls and watch the difference here. Let's do options, auto stop at 10,000. I'm going to run that again. We're just going to talk for 10,000 rolls here. Let it do 10,000 rolls. Yeah, today the 2s and 3s disappeared today. They were in the rolls, but not in the come-outs. We're not there. Those things really are what I think makes me the money on this thing, because those come-out ace deuces are where it's at. Yeah, and this is not hard to code up. I'm seeing Dark Side Nemo. This is easy stuff to code up. It's really just the way that Steen wrote this for us. It's pretty Englishy. It's like, you can look at this. Call on all bets. No. If dice total is 7 or 11 and don't come loses, which means you lost into DC, and your level's less than level 5. I'm capping this thing at level 5, by the way. I'm not going to bazillions. Then add 1 to your level, and then you're going to bet your level, right? That's really it's very logical the way that the code Windcraft's up. If you want to learn it, we can do more shows on it, but it's not Harvard coders. But think about it. Like what I always tell my coding students, Anthony, is like, say what you want to do. Okay, it stopped. Say what it is that you want your code to do, and then we can write code around it. But if you can formulate your plan, I can help you write the code for it. It's very simple. Here we go. Auto stop. What happened? Against 10,000 random rolls, where did we end up? Well, whoa, look at that. This time the DI don't lost 100 grand and the DC guy lost 15. That's fascinating. Wow. What happened with the numbers? Let's see. Look at the outcomes. Was there a lot more outcomes? The DI don't, 87% win rate against random. The DI-DC don't had a 93%. That's interesting. Why so much difference? What I'm surprised by is the number of decisions that happened. This should be more. I'm really surprised by that. Yeah, they reversed that time. Even so, even on a reverse, the DC, look at that, 93% win rate on the DC, and they still lost 15 grand. Where on my throws, a 93% win rate won me money. I think it's because of my come outs. I really do. Interesting. More on that later. Let's get out of here. Let's close this down for now. Close that down. We'll come back to me. I'll do more of that. I'm going to dig into the DC script. It's weird that the DC has less outcomes than the DP because the DC is rolling multiple points per shooter. It should have more outcomes. I think I'm going to check that. There's might be something weird in there. But yeah, what I'm seeing with it so far, I'm like, why would I do the DC versus the DP? Logically, you think the don't come is better because you're not facing the 7 multiple times in a row. But for whatever reason, it's got an issue. So I'll double check that. Anyway, I like this one. This is a fun one for me. It's a grind. I love me a grind. And like I said, I'm sitting here on my table every night playing this thing. $1,000, win 100, win 100, win 100. It's like autopilot. It's complete autopilot. So I'm digging it. Don't teach geekdom, says Ken. I got to something. People want to see it. People want to see how that stuff works because I can't make a statement like I've seen it in WinCraps lose and then not show you that it loses. I got to show you that it loses. So, alrighty, let's move on to other things. Let's move on to more interesting and fun stuff like this. Friday Night Fights, Nemo, Colonel Potter, see you Friday. Actually, we're going to probably, Nemo, in chat, can you do it on Thursday? You're the one. You're the one. You're the one has to Thursday. Potter's got to be agreed. I gotta write to Potter. So we're gonna probably record it Thursday. We'll do it Friday live. And again, looking forward to Ed Robinson's Tales from the Table. There was other things happening in Craps World last night that I watched a bunch of videos, but the show went long this morning in the garage. I didn't have time to update the screen to talk about all the stuff that's happening, but we'll get to it for sure. So many live Crapsies going on. Jeff with the giveaways. I think the D8 table is done now. So yeah, Darksider, go for it. Send me what you got. If you've got live roll files, I've got one file from somebody that's 56,000 rolls. That's from the live tables. If you've got some too, send it to me. It's john@procraps.net. Just send it over, and I can switch roll files, obviously, in WinCraps and run these things against those or mine or whatever. But again, calling it the DI don't. The most meaningful thing to me is running against my own rolls. Like, I want to see, can I throw to the strategy? Like, this is a strategy kind of built, tweaked, whatever, towards my throwing style. I think it's kind of neat that it does that, that it does perform so well against the way I normally throw. Whatever, it works. Victor can say that I'm an idiot. PJ can say I'm an idiot. I don't care. If it wins, it wins, and I'm there to win money. I'm not there to show off my great pressing skills. I'm not there to show off my knowledge of math. I'm there to win. So there you go. All right. I don't know. What I was thinking, Ken, on a recovery might be to go less. Like, if I get a 4 or a 10, I was thinking about just not even placing it. Like, letting the 4 and 10 just be. Like, let the don't pass just win on it. Just grab the hard 4 and hard 10 for $100 and take the 2 ways to win and fight those 2 ways against the 7 and make that be the recovery. Make the recovery be a negative play in the 4 and 10. I'm thinking about trying that. But again, that's your risk is up, right? So there we go. I have a great toss. It's not a screwy toss. My toss is amazing. You have to see my toss in person, Victor. People who see me throw in person, like, oh my God, that's awesome. It's a great throw. It's a great throw. And I get the results that I want from it. So that's all that matters. If you're throwing the way you want to, right? My style of throw doesn't get me long rolls. It doesn't get me shit tons of repeaters, but it gets me lots of what I want to see. So you know what? You play the way you throw. And I think that's an important piece to know. Like, over the years, you learn, like, what are the trends or what are the things you're looking at? That's one of the things I'm looking at. It's like, what am I doing with the throw? This one fits it. it fits it. And again, it's not the ultimate be all end all strategy, but it works. It works for me right now. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on and talk about the team play stuff. Oh, the events. Don't forget, DiceCon in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Wow, coming up quick. Pac Northwest. See you out here in September. Victor, come out here in September. Let's play together. We have $5 and $10 tables. We got private tables. We have my house. We have my garage. We have my deck. We got my whiskey. Hang out with me a little bit. It'll be fun. I think Zach's going to be up here for that too, so that'll be cool. And then, of course, Craps for the Cure, November 11th to 13th. I'm locking in with David where it's going to be, how we're going to run it, but I think those dates are definitely locked in for sure. Yeah, so that's that. I think the next thing to talk about is our team stuff. And let's review where we were, and then I want to jump to the table and play a little bit of Oppo today, I think. So, again, I'm thinking teams of 4. I'm thinking 4 rounds of play. We're still on the bankroll. Like, do we combine the bankroll? Do we start with new bankrolls every round, every game? Or do you bring the bankroll from your previous wins in with you? Like, how do you do that? I don't know what to do there. Betting amounts per round. We have a lot to think about with regards to some of that stuff. And maybe a point system for the team, like hockey does. Maybe one for the players. Maybe there's a way to rank players by points based on percentage of win or whatever. I don't know. We got to think of something to make that part fun. I'm going to put some more thought behind it. Maybe today and tomorrow about the scoring system and money. I think we got to make some decisions. But I got nothing from you guys in Discord. So if you have opinions on this, chat's great, right? I can read some of the chats, but put them in Discord if you want to have an impact on how this thing works. Get to Discord and go to the Craps League channel and put your thoughts out there. We can have a longer discussion about it out there. All right. And that we can get on it. Let's see what else. As far as the 4 rounds go, I think we're pretty close to this, right? We think we want to do a 4 versus 4 free for all. I want to do a 2 versus 2 tag team. I want to do shooters shooting the dice. If you're a good team and you got a shooter, your guy versus my guy. I think a 1 versus 1 to close it out, maybe a short stack on that last front. I don't know how that's going to look, but I think there's 4 rounds of play. I think we have 4 players per team. I think we have something brewing. We just don't know what it is yet that we're brewing, right? Let's see what else is going on. The 4-person team. Today I'm gonna work a different set. I'm gonna go to the table again. We're gonna work our 4-person team today. I'm gonna do somebody's gonna play an aggressive line strategy. So if Waylon is still here, we're going to play the Baccarat double Marty, right? We're going to give one player on our team most of the money to do that. The other guy, we're going to have him go right side and just play a straight up right side play, maybe like a Philly special, right? Just have one guy just kind of shoot it a little bit, shoot for the moon a little bit, while the other guy's going to hammer the line. And let's watch those 2 dudes, or those 2 players rather, play well. One person's going to be mostly dark side, right? One person's going to be mostly light side. Let's see how that works out. Chris, I see you. How you doing, buddy? Still alive? Good to see you here, dude. Wow. Hope you're doing well over there, man. I miss you loads, dude. I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good. All right, let's do it. Let's go table. Table. We're going to go here. We're going to turn the light on and let's reset our bankroll. Let's get a bankroll going and let's run the don't pass. Matter of fact, I'm going to run don't pass only for this thing, for that one player with the Super Martingale. Okay. Let's get one guy $1,000. Okay. Let's get the other guy 4. Right. There's 2, $4,000. Okay. And we're going to let him run the double Marty. There's 2,000. There's 4,000. Double Marty down here on the don't pass, and to see how that thing works out for him. Okay. He's going to be the aggressive line player. I'm going to get him some change, $500 and change. We'll start with the don't and let him run back and forth, aggressive line play, doesn't care about what's going on up top. This guy up here is going to go 130 across, Philly special, $70 and change. Not working the come out, obviously, but we'll get him set up anyway. He's going to be at, we're doing 130, so he's going to be 20, 20, 30, 30. And get some more reds over here and 15 on the outsides. He's going to do 130 across Philly special, just like I worked with Craig on the other night. That's it. That's our two players. This guy here is going to hammer the line. This guy here is going to hammer the box. Let's see if these two players on the same team can make money for different reasons, right? 314 is going to be the point. And here we go. Here we go. 437 out. Wow. Okay, so win and match. 4 units on the, I'm going to spread these out so you can see them. This guy is going to lose 130. I'm just going to drop 130 and say same bet to our dealer. He's back up. Puck is off. Boom. Aces. Oh, where was that this morning? Jeez, Aloo. $400. Back to base. Actually, what I'm going to do, if it's me, shh, don't tell Whale I'm doing this. I actually will go up a little bit. We're going to go up a little bit on all the wins. I'm going to increase it a little bit. Not going to do a full press, but we're going to increase it a little bit. Get some extra juice if I can. There's a 5. Here we go. 9. 5 and a 4. That's a 9. That pays $21. Philly special, right? We're gonna go. It pays $28. Sorry, 28. What am I, dumbass here? 25, $28, and we're gonna drop $2. Make it look like 50. $3 back to the rack. There we go. Philly special. Remember this one? Hard 6. Hard 6. 35, 25, 35. All right, we're going to full press what's coming. Actually, for the 6 and 8, we're going to go ahead and just do this. We're going to go ahead and get them both. Let's see. Let's drop $1. Make them both look like 48. Make them both look like $48. All right. Ace, deuce, nobody cares. We'll just do like a couple of shooters. 9. Hit the G money on the 9. Right? They pay $70. Right? It goes back to 40 now. Regress it to 40. And there we go. We're going to Philly special this thing up until everything is at a good level, and then we'll start half pressing. Philly press for a while, half press later. Aces, it don't matter. 5, that's the point. Ooh, we got whacked down there on the point. That's going to pay 21 though, or 28 again. Let's drop that $2. Make it look like 50. Off, lose. Okay, now for me, I'm not going to ladder it. I'm going to go back to base. You could baccarat. If you want to baccarat, you can baccarat that and ladder it at the same time, which I think Waylon would do. We can do this. We can work the line hardcore. We lost 125. We can go back over here at 250. Hit the pass line with it and try and do the baccarat double Marty. This will be bad in a chop, right? If we can avoid the chop, though, we're going to be in great shape. There's a 5. Wow. Let's do it. Can our two players make money for entirely different reasons and pay attention to different stuff, right? This guy here could even be doing like come betting and stuff like that, right? There's a 9, 5, 4. 40 pays 56. Again, we're going to drop $4. Right, we'll drop the 4. We'll get $1 change. 9 goes to 100. We really need a 5 to come. Really want to see a 5 here. Midnight. That's 2 horns in a row. See a horn. See a horn. You know the thing. You know the thing. Oh, man. Wow, 7. This is going to be painful down here, right? All right, this is all going to go away. That guy recovered a little bit of his first loss back, but not all of it, I don't think. Yeesh. All right. 250 down here. So we're going to go down here and we're going to get 375 bucks. 250, yeah, 125. I'll go 375. 375. All right. Need a big win down there for that guy, don't we? Oh no! Oh no! Yo 11 Yo takes 375 up to a nickel. Up to a nickel down there. Can we survive this? Oh God, the point's an 8 too. The point's an 8. Brutal. All right, 130 across for this guy. We're just gonna run it again. Both these players are gonna get absolutely destroyed today, it looks like. Here we go. So it's 15 there. It's 20 there. It's 30 here. 30 here. 15, 20 there. I need one more red. We're set. Let's go. 9. Okay, it's a 9. We're gonna go to 50 with it for $2. I need to get some change. All right, Philly special, make some money. Just stay off that 8. Stay off that freaking 8. All right, we're gonna drop $2. Make that 5 look like 50. They're both ready to rock. Need that don't pass to win. That thing's been laddered up. And we're gonna have to match it too, right? The 9 jacks. Look at that. The 9's been the money today. Let's make it look like 40. And that pays for the 5 and 9. That's actually solid. Right back to the rack comes $80 out of our 130. We're almost covered on the special. Anything but an 8. That's the whole deal right now. Right? These two players are like anything but an 8. 6. I'll take a 6. I'll take a 6. That's going to be 35. We're going to drop $1 and say make them both look like 48. They're both going to go to $48. That's a $36 press. All right. That's a 6. That's a 6. That helps. That helps. $56. That means we are now out of the hand. The Philly special is playing free and clear for this shooter anyway. There's another 6. Ooh, yeah, $56 again. 55, $56. We can make these things both look like 60. Maybe even 66, we can. 50, 65, 66. Make them both 66. We'll bring back whatever this is, $20. Sweet. Stay off that 8, John. Just stay off the 8. There's a 4. 4. All right. Pays $27. Make it look like 35. And there's the VIG. Take it right off the table. 5. The 5 repeats. Look at us go. Look at us. That rolled. That was a 5. Same thing as the 9, right? Pays 70. Looks like 40 for the next special. $7 out. Okay. Both players are going to be fine here, right? Both players made money. This guy's going to lose a bunch, but it's going to be like, I'm going to reset him at 130. I'll take the money out of his rack in a minute. All right, he's at 130 again. Ends up burning $137. Not bad. Out of his rack comes 125, 130. Same bet. Philly special. On the line, he wins a nickel, $500, right? The Baccarat, Waylon, boom, you match that bad boy up for 1,000. This is the Baccarat double Marty, right? This guy, again, if you're playing team play, This guy's got $4,000 for a reason, because he's got to be able to make plays like this when the time comes, right? You got to be able to make the play when the play is there, right? This guy here is focused on his box, and that's it, right? So you could do this yourself, right? Obviously, you don't need a team to do this, but this is an exercise in focus, right? This person here could even be playing combats along with this once he gets a point established, but he's got to beat the come out. This is some pucker time right here. Can I get out of the come out right here? That's where this guy is like, oh, team, I'm really sorry if it's Burns. He got a 6, which sucks. But he's out. He's out clean. He's got a 6. Right? Let's hope that we can avoid the 6, right? Hard 4. Hard 4. Hard 4. That's going to pay $27. It's going to look like 40, and we're going to take the $2 in VIG. That one's hammered up. There is the 7. Okay, good. From a team play standpoint, I mean, we're okay. We're going to be fine. That's going to go back to 15. We're going to take his 130 out and say same bet. The other guy survives, right? He makes $4,000 right there. Back to base he goes. Back to $100 on the pass line. Don't pass. He can go all the way back to base. Where's he at in profit, by the way? There's 2,000 that $4 that he started with. He's got $2K, $2,250 in profit, okay, on that roll. If you got the balls and the bankroll to play that way, and someone in your team is given the money to play that way, that can carry the load. This guy here is taking home run swings at that shit. His job might be over right now, because think about this. Let's say we're playing 4-person team, right? He's got the 4K. Everybody else has got $1,000, right? He just covered everybody's action, right? He covered they would have less than $1,000, but he covers everybody else's play with that win. He can just sit there and watch now, right? He can be done, right? 3 players on my team now are playing risk-free. If they lose everything, he guaranteed a profit for the team. That's an interesting way to think about managing your group when you get into team play. Consider that as a thing. I don't know if that's the way you want to play your team, but there's, again, original bankroll. That ain't bad, right? That ain't bad. We'll let him keep playing, though. Okay, we'll let him keep playing. Here we go. This guy's been reset. I'm going to take some of this out of his rack because I need the money in the bank. There's $200 from there, and there is... We'll leave those there. I'll take 5 whites out of there. All right. So the guy Philly Special is losing some money. He's down $500. He's down about $350. Not too bad. Not too bad. Here we go. Coming out. Got us 10. Got us a 10 on the end. And again, if I'm him, right, you might be in here. Little bit of a comeback and get a couple of right side plays going here. You could do that like I was doing in the garage today. That's up to you as a team, how you want that guy to play. He just got waxed. Okay. So the 10 hits, again, it pays $27. We're going to make it look like 40. Take the VIG out of that. He's ready for next time. Don't pass guy loses. Goes to the pass line for 200. Let's see if we can't recreate the magic. Here we go. It's a come out 6. That's good for that pass line bet, right? That's a good number for the pass line. Let's go. 4. Same as the 10 down here. It's going to pay $27. We're going to make it look like 40 and take the 2 for VIG. 5. It's a 4-1-5. Okay. 20 pays 28. We have $2 in the rack. We can drop 2. Make that whole thing look like 50. 5 goes up. Philly Special's fun when it hits, but boy, this first part can be a ball breaker trying to get it up there. There's a 9, 5, 4, 9. Same thing. It's going to go to $50. We owe $2 to make that happen. $3 change. Now we have the 9 pressed up, the 5 pressed up, the 4 pressed up. The Philly Special's ready to make money, but boy, this is where I get burned on it so many times. All right, 4-2-6. Hell yeah. So the pass line gets paid, okay? The 6 up here gets paid $35. Again, we're going to drop 1, make the 6 and 8 both full press up to 48 bucks. Okay. Puck is off. 48, 48. Pass line player was at 200 bucks. My bad. There were 200 bucks because we had that loss. That gets pressed up. Plus. So now he's going to be at 800 bucks. Whoo. All right, 800 bucks. On the pass line, that's the double Marty. Oh no, we got a freaking 10. Are you shitting me? That doesn't look good. That didn't look good. Oh no. Can we pop another 10? Can John, the DI, get us a 10? 4-1 or 3-1-4? That's gonna pay down there 80 bucks, right? 75, 80 bucks. Right? We're gonna make it look like 100. I'm gonna take $5 from Vig, rack 15, and we're gonna flip that 4. We're gonna flip the 4 as best we can from the $15 starting point. Here we go. 268. 56 bucks. That's a collect first time through. All right. I think tomorrow. Oh no, 7. Oh no. That sucks. Never collected on the special. We've got one collect, right? That's the problem with the Philly special. On a great roll, it's going to be awesome. On a Midland roll like this, it's going to get hammered. And we're going to lose 400 bucks down there. Now again, or we're losing, no, 800 bucks down there. Now that was a $400 bet that we started with. The press up top made it 800. So we have to go to 8 now. We're going to go to 8 on the don't, because some of that was from the previous win. So that's going to be our level. And now we're down. We're not down, but we're hurting. Last shooter. Last shooter. 130. Let's have a great shooter here. Let's have this guy be the one. 4, 1, 1, 4, and 2. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Ace deuce. Give me an ace deuce. Oh no. Oh no. 437. Still off. That's 800. Oh my God. Waylon, can we do this? 1,600 bucks? The biggest home run in the history of home runs? 4-2-6. Are you shitting? Are you shitting me? That sucks. Woo! 7 out. Okay. This player here, I'm going to just do him again at 130. He got waxed for 130. He's getting whacked every time. Shooter sucks. There's the 130. There is $1,600. $1,500, $1,600. It looks like I'll just make it an even 3. We'll take 200 bucks back. We'll stack up. Double Marty, all in. All in, right? Tournament play, you're all in. At live casino, you're back to being big profit here, right? There's your starting bankroll. That's all profit. But we're in a tournament. We're going to go all in. Last shooter right here. Last shooter, last roller. Come on. 9. Can this guy beat the 9? The whole team is like, this is like the allure of team play, right? Like everybody's like, I don't give a shit about the 130, right? Let's see if this guy here can pop a 7, and he does pop a 7. Okay, so team play. Don't ever tell me that the line ain't a home run play. If you got the sack to do this, right? What is this down here? I don't even have enough. I don't have enough chips to pay it, frankly, because I don't have that many purple chips. But this is 2,500, 5,000. 6,000 bucks, right? Started with 4. So there's 6,000 here, which means he made his team 8 grand, right? How cool is that shit, right? If you're got the stones to do that, whoo, baby, right? How about some of that along with the DI don't, right? Set your point up there, and when you're doing those super big parlays, how's that look? The Philly special, by the way, got absolutely trounced. He's got 350 bucks left. That's it. He's got 350. You got nothing left, right? This is the bane of right side play, right? The bane of right side play is you're gonna go and get whacked, get whacked, get whacked, get whacked. Maybe hit a hot roll, but you're gonna be here most of the time if you're playing pure right side. So there it is. That was fun. That was fun for me. You guys are probably not even talking about what I'm talking about, but there it is. Blame the better. Dark side or no, large flats or no way. I know you don't like it. I tell you, and I'll do some win craps, more of that stuff. We can do like plain flat, laddered flats, straight up big flats. And I think laddering the flats is where it's at. Laddering the flats is where it's at. As long as you're not at your bankroll destroying your bankroll with it. Regression up and pulling the don't works really good. Yeah. But I do like your progressive odds. I love the way you play the progressive odds. That's the way, if you're going to play odds, that's how to do it. All right, let's get out of here. It is 8:53. It is time for me to say goodbye. Let's go here. Let's go actually and make sure I don't have any questions that I've missed here. Anything for me to see PC-wise? PCs. Let's see. What? Chat that Windcraps is BS. Yeah, you're right about it. People should know that. Windcraps, the RNGs are RNGs. They're not always great. But we can log, as you said, we can put our own rolls into it. I've logged all my practice rolls, right? You can give Windcraps that file and say, run that file. Run all the rolls. Run the same 50,000 rolls every single time. And then you can tune a strategy. You say, look, over 50,000 rolls, how can I mitigate losses? When I was doing the DC DP thing, what I did was, the first time I ran it, I think I lost like $180,000 because we got to change something. And so I started changing things like, hey, what if we limit the ladder? Instead of going full ladder, what if we did a quarter of the bet ladder? And that mitigated the losses. What if we do the ladder the same thing, but only go to 5 levels? Well, now you're at almost even in most of the cases. And then we started looking at, well, what if we bypass the come out roll on the place bets and start, you can use the same rolls to kind of get the same results, because otherwise you're testing apples and oranges. I think it's important. You've got to do it. You got to learn it. Everybody should have Windcraps and learn it. It seems daunting, but it's not that bad. It really isn't. Yeah, I think, Jen, you're saying what I'm saying, right? Is on the 4 or 10 in recovery mode, the mitigation path there is a much smaller place bet. Instead of trying to win on both sides, if you have like a $500 bet out there on the don't, bet the 4 for 100, bet the hard 4 for 50, right? And take the 350 win, which is a good size win, recovers more than half of what your whack probably was. And if you happen to hit it hard, that's great. You're going to win extra money down there too. So that's a way to kind of to grab at it. So I think you're right. What else? Any questions? There's queues for questions. Without Nightbot here, you guys don't know how to ask questions anymore. Looks like that. Okay, guys, I guess I'm out. My final thoughts are this. Victor, I love you. We're friends. We can disagree, and I'll speak to you because you're here, but I'll speak kind of aside to PJ Strong, who no longer is on this channel. I banned him from this channel because he was so negative, and it wasn't that he was just negative. I don't mind negativity. PJ was banned because he was blasting our members with beyond negativity. He was like going after people. So I enough of that. We can't have that in there. He's on the Pro Crap channel still, and he gives me a bunch of grief for these kind of things. And I don't care, right? You can play craps any way you want to. I'm not here to tell you this is the only way to play, this is the only way to win. I'm not here to tell you this is the world's greatest strategy. I'm not here to tell you if you listen to me, you'll never lose again. That's not my shtick, right? My shtick is, let's look at the math, let's see what works, let's see why things work, let's see how things work. And then you can make a decision on your own saying, hey, you know what? I saw John do this thing, right? Where he bet the don't pass for really big and then place the number. And it was the stupidest thing I ever saw. I'm never playing that. And I'm like, good, don't play it. You don't got to. Somebody like Ken's going to see that and go, holy crap. If I can beat that one roll, I can grind out all day long. That's the play for me, right? Everybody's going to take away from every session that I do something. That something maybe I will never do that, or you should never do that, or I'll never teach anybody that. That something that you take away might be, that was really cool, I want to give it a shot. That something might just be, I never thought of it that way, but and I'm not going to do it, but that was an interesting way to go about it. For me, when I look at the 22.8% chance I'm going to lose on the come out, and if I can reduce that down below 20%, that's a play for me, right? If I can lose 3% or 2.5% less than I should, and my ace deuces are 3% higher than they should be, that's a swing that makes win craps show me a win every time I run it versus a loss every time I run it. Because your DI swung it in just enough direction. That to me is interesting. You know what I mean? You don't got to play that way. You don't think DIs can play the dark side? They certainly can, especially if you're in there if you're out there to do a paychecky grind thing. That's a legitimate way to play, and it shouldn't be looked down upon. It just is what it is, right? Yeah. So there it is. Are you the biggest target? I don't know who the biggest target is. There's no targeting. Anyway, there it is, guys. That's my thoughts. Play the way you want to play. Just know the numbers, know the math, know the probabilities, like Nemo said earlier today, and find the strategy that matches your personality and that matches the way that you throw if you want to try and be a thrower. You got to find the perfect blend of that, right? Find the blend that makes you happy at the rail. That'll make if you're losing or winning, if I win $500 in an hour or 5 minutes or 3 seconds, I don't care. I won $500. So think about it. Yeah, it does broaden our thoughts a little bit. And there's so many ways to approach it, right? Like we're all doing all these strategies, and it's just something's going to strike a chord with somebody, right? Oh, that's the way I want to do it. Or that was really cool. Or that right there. Somebody's going to look at that don't pass I just did and go, oh my God, that's going to be the way I want to play. Don't forget, I rail dumped on that last one, right? We got lucky on it, but I think it's interesting to look at the things that tickle you, that make you want to play or avoid certain things. You got to be informed, right? And that's my job, is to inform you on all the things and let you make your own decisions. I'm not here to press down on you and say this is the way to do it, and I'm not here to sell you any kind of a $99 get rich quick scheme. I'm not doing that. I'm just giving you information. So have fun. This is a fun game. We should have fun with it. And there it is. I'm out. Happy Tuesday, and y'all have a good one. I will see you in the next one. God bless. Bye.